Welcome to another episode of HRM podcast. Today we are going to meet a special guest, Mr. Sacheth Santhosh. He is a corporate trainer and he works with our company as well. And he's an established HR professional who is going to share with a lot of secrets with us today. So let's welcome Sacheth. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Sacheth, I know a few things about you, but I want my viewers and our HRME audience to know about you as well. So, can you tell us how did you get into HR? Because sometimes people get into HR by choice and sometimes by chance. So, for you, what it was, how did you get your first job in HR?
To be honest with you, I wanted to be a chef.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So soon after my graduation, I wanted to be a chef.
Yeah.
Got into those IHM and I did my exams and all.
Okay.
So there was a friend of my mom's friend who was from Switzerland. She came in. She was the person who actually pushed me to the management side concepts, Never been there. So they said, why you want to send your son to, it's more like a hotel management trade.
Right.
Rather, you should send him
Yes.
to something that is more into management training and all this part.
Absolutely.
This is where I got into a B school. When I went into B school, it was totally a different thing, which I have never been there. I was just looking at, it's a total alien for me, being in a different place. The one person who changed my whole perspective was the then trainer. His name is Deepak Justin. Now, who is actually my role model and who changed my angle from a hospitality into HR domain. He said to me that you are good in having a conversation. You are good at public speaking. You have that, vibe to attract them. This is where you should focus on.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into HR.
Oh, wonderful. So, how did you get your first job? Due to the same gentleman, or you did give an interview or something?
That was actually when I was doing my, PG. It was like a month before my final exam. My mom was working in a hotel industry. All right. So I never wanted to be a chef, but I never could be a chef, right?
Yeah. But do you know cooking?
I do.
Okay. I hope you are better cook than me.
When it comes to non-veg, yes, yeah. You look my personality because I do majority of my experiments. I do it on myself.
Okay.
So that's why you see me.
But I bet I make better tea than you.
For sure.
Yeah, let's.
So this is where I had my first interview, and one of the 5-star properties back in India. I mean, back in my home city. So I got through their first round. I mean, they had the interview thing, and I cracked their interview. I got into my first job. I was blessed enough when I did my masters. I got into as an assistant HR manager. That was my initial pitch.
Okay.
So I was fortunate.
So you joined directly as an assistant manager HR.
As an assistant manager.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's wonderful. And before that, I would assume, as your mentor told you, you are good at speaking, which means you had good communication skills back then as well, right?
So the only thing what I have is I cannot prepare myself and go into any, speak. I go, just like that.
Yes. Yeah.
It happens all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And as Packers, and you get into something.
Yeah.
And it flows in you.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. It's a natural talent, actually.
Yeah.
Many times it happened to me as well. When you are speaking on stage, it doesn't matter how big the audience is. Sometimes you don't need to prepare, and when you prepare more, then you cannot deliver.
100%.
That's what I realized.
100%. I cannot go with a script.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna script person.
Yeah. I understand that completely. Right. So you are saying you got a job because you were prepared, you were having good communication skills. You did your master's, right?
Yeah, master's in human resources.
Yeah. So you had knowledge of HR as well. Okay. Wonderful. Because many people, especially those new people who want to come to HR, they are not prepared and they want to join HR. So what do you want to tell them? Like, what is your, if I want to, if I ask you to give an advice to those people who are looking for HR jobs, what should be the first thing that can reduce their time to, actually get a job? So what would be that thing?
The one thing what I would say is when they go to approach an organization
Yeah.
with their academics,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen. Academics is something you can refer to.
Yeah.
But because all these B schools, they speak loud about what they're going to be in there to sell their subjects. So now, it's totally different from what exactly is happening in the corporate world.
Yes.
So when you're approaching an organization, your knowledge is something different, but you need to approach with a clean slate.
Yes.
Accept what is there.
Yeah.
And move on.
Absolutely.
Learning in a corporate world is totally different from what you learn in a B school.
Yeah.
It's a two different spaces.
Yeah.
So I made an initial mistake when I approached organization from a theoretical aspect.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't help me there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that understanding part. You have to really become a sponge.
Yeah.
In a corporate environment, because you tend to learn a lot of things there.
Yes. And one thing that I have noticed, that's what I love doing, and I recognize that you also love doing that, is sharing your experience with people who want to be in HR.
Sure.
Right? So I watched one of your training sessions, and I felt like, so he's someone like me who, again, relies on his experience rather than any bookish knowledge.
True.
So yeah, that's what make your training programs great. So congratulations on that. Next, I want to ask you about your current job. So how did you get into, so you said you were in hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get into healthcare, or was it like by accident, or how it happened?
So this was back in 2016. 2014, I came to UAE.
Yeah. So, okay. So yeah, please, if I can question you there. So how did you get your job in UAE?
So it was altogether, again, one of those challenging moments in my life. I was easy fine working happy back in India with Taj Group.
Yeah.
I was one of their premium properties in there.
Yes.
This is where, your own relatives were going to push you harder.
Absolutely.
So I came to UAE, despite having my experience back home.
Yeah.
I was the HR there.
Yeah.
I came to UAE. My uncle told me that, okay, what do you want to spend your time in back home? Why don't you come to shift into a different place? You come in here.
Yeah.
So I came in with a positive note that there is a job waiting for me.
Yeah.
When I came into UAE, it was not the scenario. I had to literally, walk and find a job.
Yeah.
Which I was able to crack it within a month.
Okay.
I got my first job in a hotel.
You came on visit visa?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Right. I came to UAE back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I came in UAE.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say that, no? You literally walk the streets.
Yes.
So I did that. I went up, sharing resumes and everything. And one of the site at that point of time which support me was hospitality.com.
Yeah, hospitality.com.
Yes, through that I got an opportunity to work in one of those properties, in a 4-star property in Dubai.
And in HR?
In HR. Again, the best part was like I was able to get in as an assistant manager. Though I was an HR manager, but I got an opportunity.
Right.
One thing I wanted to say to the people who are like coming to UAE, so in search of job, when you have your experience, when you have your credential, you should believe in that. Right. Because from my experience, when I wanted to be there, many people, they kind of discourage you. They're going to put you down, say that, okay, you accept whatever you get through.
Right.
Don't wait for that. You're going to lose on time.
Right.
But when you have your talent, when you have your credentials, when you're true, the 100% of what you're going to do, you should stick to your word.
Right.
That is one thing which will end up you need to believe in yourself.
Absolutely. Plus, I think hospitality industry is really in great shape in UAE. It's a big industry here.
So that is where I started again back into hospitality industry. Then from there, things didn't go well. Then moved to catering. It was another totally different domain I've been into.
As a chef or as a...
No. As an HR.
I'm just kidding. As an HR again.
Because that is what the fascinating part is. I'm a foodie. I love making food. All the initial career of mine was into hospitality. I moved into catering. From there, one of the things which helped me, I should be thankful for the then director of operations who pushed me to learn the law on this land, the labor law.
Right.
So I invested a lot of hours learning that thing, due to which I got a complete shift from HR manager into a healthcare as a corporate HR manager.
Okay, wonderful.
That was in VPS. I did my HR manager.
Yeah.
And the only thing which helped me there was my knowledge in labor law.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's how I got into healthcare.
I think that's a great lesson for everyone who wants a job in UAE as well, that we must know the laws of the land. In this case, the labor laws for HR professionals. And Sachet, I have no hesitation in saying, because I myself, I have taught labor law, but I have no hesitation in saying that when it comes to labor law, you are the best trainer in the UAE right now.
Thank you.
So, so that is my, because you run an 8-hour long program, and the depth that you go into, the way you deal with all the questions, and so it's amazing. It's amazing to see you in action. Great. So thank you for sharing your knowledge with people and HR professionals in the Middle East as well on that. All right. So with that, I come to this question about the current trends that are going on in the market. So what do you think currently? What is, if you have to figure out one or two key skills that HR need to learn in this time, 2025, what would be those couple of skills that you would want every HR professional to learn?
The one basic one, how to use AI in a better way in HR.
Yeah.
There's a huge scope.
Yeah.
Plus, you need to speak the language of business.
Right.
Because majority of the HR professionals, what happens to them is when they go into a corporate world, especially in UAE, this is what my practice has been. When they don't speak the language of business, when they don't think or when they don't wear the hat of a business partner, the owners or the stakeholders, they see HR as a back-end office.
Yes.
Because that's where because even in my sessions also when I speak to associates, they don't understand the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is one thing which I found in today's professionals when they don't know the business.
Right.
Because it's all about money. It's all about investing in people.
Absolutely.
If they don't understand how to get that returns out of the people,
right,
where the organization is investing on,
yes,
the real meaning of HR dies there.
Absolutely. I completely agree. So what you are saying is that the job of HR department is to achieve organizational objectives.
100%.
And organizational objectives, without any doubt, start from financial objectives, which is profit. And the HR professionals, they need to learn how to link their job with those objectives. So, that's great. Absolutely, I agree with you on that. And you said something about AI as well. So what do you think, what HR professionals can learn in terms of AI, or what mistakes they are doing? Like one of the mistakes I figured out, they use AI as Google search.
100%.
So which is not the way to use AI, right? It must be trained. You have to understand it. So do you want to add something? What do you think?
I 100% agree with you, because this is what happens. With a small example, if I got it.
Yeah.
Say, for instance, if in an organization, you have to create a new role, or maybe you wanted to redefine your existing HR department. The current HR professionals, what they do is they just add their question into the Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Whatever the thing, what it gets from there,
right,
they're going to put that into it without even tweaking to the actual requirements of that.
Yes.
because that's a total disconnect from what your organization really needs. Because you have to create something in line with your organization, what your needs are, what your requirements are.
Yes.
You cannot 100% rely on, what your ChatGPT gives, because it gives you a lot of information,
Absolutely. Yes.
whether you really need it or not.
Yeah.
So we should have that expertise to, rule out what is needed and what is not needed.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely right. I agree with you.
So this is what I have seen people doing that. Okay, need something? Okay, add ChatGPT. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever it, okay, done.
Yeah. And it is going to give you a lot of information which you don't need.
True.
It reminds me of a meme. I don't know if you have watched, but it is a meme from an Indian movie. So where they ask something to ChatGPT and it gives a complete lecture. And then the person says, shut up. Just tell me whether you can do it or not. Right? I'll give me answer in one word.
True.
So in fact, I did something similar to my ChatGPT by setting custom instructions.
True.
I told my ChatGPT that I don't have time. I am a CEO of a company. I run business. Give me concise information which is verified or from authentic sources. And just one custom instruction can change a lot.
True.
Yeah.
HR professionals should use, all this AI for their analytical purpose.
Yes.
That is what my
Absolutely
thought
right.
is,
Yes.
because that has got a lot of potential in identifying the gray areas in the organization in terms of your operational side.
Yeah.
Very good. That is where we should focus on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So now let's talk about a little bit about culture. And we are working in UAE, which is a very different market in terms of culture, especially. So how do you see the culture? First of all, have you taken any cultural initiatives in your previous companies which you want to share with us?
From a culture angle, if you really look into it, again, this is my perception, totally my perception. People can disagree to this. In organization, people right now, they're working with a fear in that when they're going to get sacked.
Yeah.
Whether their job is really safe there. They carry a lot of baggage with them and they work in a fear. Despite having their potential to see things in a totally different angle for the supporting of the business, people follow the herd behavior in organization. So this is one thing from a cultural angle. If you can bring in that concept of like you have an environment where people are free to express their opinion, absolutely. That is something we, as an organization, they should.
Yes.
Unfortunately, what I've seen is like, if you're into a family business, what your owners speak loud about what they want and dislikes and likes and dislikes, that becomes like a
Culture, yes, yes.
Rather than it should be more towards into building in an organization where you have the freedom of expression, the freedom you have to, take the things into a different way.
Yes, yes.
There should be a growth.
Yeah.
Which I find lacking in especially in UAE, if I did say that, I can find that as a lot.
Yeah. So today I met a local, I think you were also there in the meeting. So yeah, I was surprised to see that around 86% stress in professionals working in UAE.
True.
So around 86% of them are stressed.
Also, there was another study which showed that when it comes to work-life balance, UAE was one among the two. It came in, I think it was 4 months back. There was a survey report which came in. It was saying about 58th position as where UAE is.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that is really shocking.
Yes, yes.
And
so by the way, I think we should clarify that it's one of the best places to live. True. Your life with family is the most secure place in the world. But when it comes to workplaces, there is still a long way to go. Yeah.
And that can be changed with the concept or the concept they have within the organization, what people they think about it. And it cannot be possible unless the stakeholders, the owners, they try to understand it. Absolutely. They should slightly, think from an angle. It's all about, I should say this, like in the real estate industry, this is what I've seen. People in the real estate industry, they work and like they're on a time bomb.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a absolute stress because everyone is trying to win their own share in the thing.
Yes.
And it's really going high.
Yeah.
So this is what I've seen in one of them. So I think there should be a space where you should have that less of there. You
Yes.
should understand the people value their time, their personal life.
Right.
So that can change a lot.
Right. Absolutely. Coming to your another important point which you made in the beginning, and that's the next area that we are also going to discuss, is the importance of strategic HR and its impact on an organization. So you said that HR should be able to achieve objectives of the business. That's the goal of an HR department. Would you throw some more light on that? Like, how can an HR professional, so in fact, I would have this question in two layers. One is for an HR manager or an HR leader, how they can link their HR department or HR strategy with the business strategy. So that would be the first question. Second question would be someone who has no control over strategic matters, like a frontline HR officer. So what they can do with that information about HR strategy. So let's start with the first one.
So one of the biggest disadvantage, or I would say the gap, what I found in, I'm not saying about the tier 1 organization or the Fortune 500 companies, they're having it.
Yes. SMEs majorly.
Yeah, the small I would say the mediocre organization, what the biggest mistake what they do is they are making their business decisions, or especially from the HR angle, if you look at it, they are making their decisions on perception.
Perception, yes.
They're not backing that with the data
and performance. Yeah.
So this is one of the biggest gap which I've seen. Like when you don't make a decisions based on data-driven decisions, has to be there.
Yes.
So there are a lot of options where we can get the data. Like I was, I was a part of an organization which was into, manufacturing armored cars.
Yeah.
In UAE.
Yes.
That was one of my I would say there were a lot of insights which I got from that company. When I got into that organization, what happened was like they were still following the traditional practices. That was in the year 2019. I joined them in the month of April. Still all those traditional practices and everything. One fine morning, the then CEO of that organization, his name is Tariq. He invited a couple of heads of like us, and he wanted to really think what was wrong in the organization. We did a several brainstorming part and everything. You understand that if it is an armored car manufacturing, the market what you deal with, it's very difficult market. The business what you drive is a very difficult business. Now, when it comes to that particular discussion, there was a lot of ideas which came in, like, how are you going to build this business up?
Yeah.
Then there was a lot of going back and forth. Then we approached one of the consultants who came in to us, and we reinvented the whole wheel by setting up our objectives first, which was more like we started working on more like an agile work forms,
right?
Setting up our own business goals. Then we started linking that with individual KPIs and everything. That particular approach, what saved us during the pandemic period. We started this initiative towards end of 2019. This is where we set our budgets for the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
And we were hit with the pandemic period. And with that small change in our approach, what has happened was like during the pandemic period, our factory was running in full capacity.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
Where every other business was having its own situation.
Yes.
We were blessed enough because every individual who was part of the team has to pay their own way.
Yes.
And one of the biggest learning when I learned about, that's more like a Scrum methodology. What I've seen is like, you don't waste time in discussions.
Yes.
That's a total different concept of approach. And we started working that way.
Right.
The biggest lesson in that one is how much time you invest in a morning meeting. say for instance, in an organization,
Yeah.
maybe half an hour to
Yes,
an hour.
yes, absolutely. Company, I have worked with companies where people invest like 1 hour daily in meetings, and it reminds me of another meme, which is meeting, whole day meeting.
You're right.
Yeah, so there are companies that do that.
So what we had learned from our transformation journey was like, when you have prolonged meeting hours, what you do is eating, meeting, and cheating, nothing else.
Eating, meeting, cheating.
Cheating. Okay. So we changed that concept into the meeting. What we had was maximum for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
How we did that? It was a structured. You come, you tell what exactly you're going to do. Any objections? No. So that's more like an edge.
Right.
Every individual's performance was marked.
Yes.
Every department's performance was marked against a KPI.
Right.
And we had to achieve that KPI.
Yes.
Due to which, what happened was like, we were able to sustain on that business. We were able to build that massive production, what we were having.
Yes.
And one of the biggest achievement during that period, where every other places where we had COVID was hitting the employees, my factory, we never had a single COVID case during that whole year.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Everything was pin to plane was arranged in the factory. Everything we have done for them.
Wonderful.
So this is what the magic we had when we implemented an OKR model.
Yeah.
Every department had to play their own role.
Right.
To support the business.
Right.
So this is what I was trying about. When you have a data-driven pack, you have to start from there. What you want to achieve, everyone has to say in the same language.
Yes.
Every department's performance needs to be connected in a proper way, in a data-driven way, I would say.
Absolutely. In fact, what you are just saying, I would give a case study on that. So Molson Coors, it's a beverage company. They make wonderful beer. So Canada-based. So they came up with this wonderful research, and they said the engaged employee in your organization, and usually engaged employees are those who know what is their role, what their goals are, which is possible with Agile and Scrum methodology. They are 6 times less likely to have a safety incident because they will follow standard operating procedures to the T. So I think that's the case that you just described. It's aligned with that experience also, right?
100%.
So there were less cases because people were serious about SOPs because they were engaged. Right.
True.
So, and employee engagement doesn't come by accident, by the way. You have to work hard for it. Especially the HR department and management, they have to work hard.
True. And you won't believe it if I say this. We never had JDs in the organization, in that particular organization. Rather, we found a new thing, which was called the 5x3 card.
5x3 card.
Yeah.
Okay.
The concept is very simple. Why you are hired, it is written in 5 important points.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for every single point, there is an attached KPI.
Wonderful. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You achieve your KPI.
Yeah.
Then you get your pay.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a very good concept.
Okay. What if I don't achieve then? I don't get salary?
It's not about achieving a salary, which shows it's pushing you. And it's also making a space for you to understand what you're expected out of organization. What do you want to do is crystal clear.
Yeah.
When you keep a JD, what happens is like, so I often ask people that, when was the last time you seen your own JD?
Yeah, right. So where do you keep these 5x3 cards?
So we normally create these 5x3 cards, which was like 5 brilliant points you have. So what we do is like, even we go a step ahead on that. We connect that with a monthly performance. We're going to make it into a quarter. We call that as a sprint. So every sprint, your 5x3 will change according to that month targets. Right? So this is where you have the flexibility in changing your performance in line with what your need is. So every individual will be holding their 5x3 cards plus your KPI.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's more about bringing that agility in your work.
Yeah. Right.
You don't spend a late over there.
Absolutely.
You finish it, go.
Absolutely. Oh, that was a wonderful example. Right, Sachet. So I know we can have a lot of discussions, and I'm sure in future also we will have a lot of discussions on this. Because I would really want to go deeper into how we achieve that performance and what stops us and how to remove those, impediments when you are, putting such an intervention. So that we will discuss maybe in a future podcast. Sure. My next question would be, you have been doing a lot of trainings with us as a corporate trainer, and I must tell you that we are amazed by, your feedback. So I mean, that's the WorkX level of feedback, that we, like for example, we always discuss that we hate even 4-star reviews. We want every review to be 5-star. True. Which is of course not possible, but still we try for that. Right. So I want to ask you, in the last few years working with us, so have you heard any crazy story from your student, like they implemented something and that brought satisfaction to you and you felt like, wow?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was one of our students who was in my CHRP, and plus there were 2 other students who were part of the Six Sigma course we had. So what had happened was, when I was training them on Six Sigma, the theories what we had, the practical sections what we did, they literally went and implemented in their organization, and they were able to make a change in there.
Yeah.
Though we speak loud about how to make data-driven, decisions, they implemented in that organization,
Right.
where they were able to gain that value even from the, owners, because they were having a total different approach,
Right.
which is from what they were doing historically.
Yes.
It's a total different. They had that. The perspective changed. Everything changed.
Right.
So I think that has helped me as a trainer as well, because when I was putting up those courses together, when I was trying to explain to them the concepts, when they tried to do that from an HR angle, because this particular model of like collaborating Six Sigma and HR, not that, right? It's a new concept which you bring in.
Yes. Yes.
And that was seen there.
Yeah.
Right. So this is one of the best things I would say that I was happy about.
Yeah.
That when I see them having that change, when I see them having that value,
Yes.
what they were receiving, after taking a training with us,
yes,
I was really contented in that. I was pretty glad with that.
Yeah.
The other thing I have seen is like one of our CHRB, though it's a very, starting stage of like how we exactly introduced them to the organization.
Right.
Because they come as like a fresh, what they learn is what their organization is teaching them. So we are throwing at them how we should see in a strategical way.
Yes.
When they had that as a discussion, and when they go into that organization, try to see things from a strategical perspective.
Right.
And they themselves come back to us as a trainer. They spoke to me like how beneficial they are getting that from our training.
Yes.
It's really you feel that okay,
Yeah.
something really there.
Yeah.
So one of the associate, I remember, I forgot her name though, she was there. What she said was like there was an absolute gain what she have got from our training. She literally said what you said, what you taught us, we are implementing that in the organization.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we are stating things, as you rightly said, like we are putting things without a filter. What organization is currently in the corporate world is we are providing that information to the people.
Yes. Yes.
With which they don't find it that what our courses is different. What you experience in the in the real world is different.
Yeah.
They can really connect that.
Absolutely.
I think that's one thing we are doing differently there. And I think this is where people are started recognizing us. And this is what I've been happy about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I have received so many, so many notes and mails from students where they are saying that we are really thankful because of the training. So if somebody says because of your training, I passed a certification, I'm not too much excited because I know they are going to do it and they can do it without even attending our sessions. But when somebody tells me I was able to clear 4 interviews, I was able to land a better job, I was able to, get a promotion, I was able to get transferred to HR department, those are the kind of testimonials that, motivate us. Yeah. So Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Sachet. So I have some quick questions for you.
Sure.
So let's see how it goes. First one is one HR course that every professional should take in 2025.
So the one course, what I would say, it is not just one course. I'm going to put that among 3 courses. One is mastering the strategic HR side.
Yes.
That is one part, complemented with HR analytics,
Right.
and Six Sigma HR.
Wow.
So you are looking at 3 different angles.
A common HR myth you would like to bust.
Move away from the traditional thought process, what we are getting to.
So the myth, like what people, where people are wrong about HR.
HR being a back-end job, desk job.
Yes, yes. I love that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is not how we see as an HR.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, I agree with you. What is the best career advice you have ever received?
Okay. One thing, there was a great teacher for me, and I still admire her, and she was good. It's all about what she has said is continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection.
That's nice. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Perfection. Wonderful. Yeah.
People often procrastinate their task thinking about bringing in perfection in their job.
Yes.
Rather, we should think about a way that what we can do today to improve yourself slowly by slowly.
Yes.
So you can get that perfection in your thing.
Right.
Why I'm saying this? There was a boss of mine. Her name was Elizabeth Grove. There was a discussion what we were doing in terms of improving that one of the structures in the organization. She made me do that particular job like 20 times. She wanted me to improve every time. She was trying to show me a different way, and she taught me this one.
Yeah.
That's not the perfection what I'm looking for. Now you are seeing things from a different angle. So when you continuously improve yourself,
right,
you start seeing different way.
Yeah, I agree with you. And HR function is such a function where there will be no perfection. So it's like you have to continuously improve. Like human potential cannot be completely optimized.
No.
Right. So we can't optimize a human being as of now. Okay. So, but I remember I also gave you one. I remember I also gave you one.
You gave me one beautiful suggestion. One thing I'm really thankful to you. You taught me one thing when I was, you often, when it happens in the HR career, you often switch jobs.
Yes, you were in between jobs, I remember.
I was all in search of jobs.
Yeah.
When I was wasting my time looking for the job hunt, you taught me something to improve my skills.
Right.
So that is one thing which I would say to everyone. You improve your skills.
Absolutely.
So that you're equipping yourself to see the future.
Absolutely.
So one way that helped me in moving away from my
mindset, at that time,
and I was very much more agile and focused. So that's one other thing which I have seen.
So we can be of use. One mistake HR professionals should avoid at all costs.
Overpromising.
Yeah, you're right. Husbands should also avoid that.
You know what happens? In order to just win that situation, they go overpromising.
Yeah.
If you're not sure about something, if you're actually not there, don't do that.
This applies to married people also, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to go back home, so I'm not saying much there.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you say to the next generation of HR leaders? Because I have seen the next generation of HR leaders, they are tech savvy, they are, they know how AI works, they know how technology works. But I feel there is lack of patience sometimes. I have seen many new HR professionals, in public, they are shouting at candidates that he did not appear for the interview, etc., etc. A little bit of patience. But what do you think the next generation of HR leaders, if anything you want to share with them?
Generally, the public has, the today's world has given these Gen Zs a hat of like impulsive people.
Yeah.
The only thing which I would tell is think before you act.
Think before you act. Right.
There are different things being thrown at you.
Yes.
Scenarios, situations.
Yes.
In today's world, what people want is a quick remedy for your solutions.
Yes.
It is not possible.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A quick remedy can always land you in trouble. So you need to have your thoughtful process.
Yes.
You need to think a lot
Right.
before you take an action. It's not like you go on in a loop of thinking. In Six Sigma, we say about that 5 whys of.
Yeah. Go to the root cause.
Right.
Yes.
So think in that way. When you have don't have a clarity in think, you ask questions to yourself. Try to link that with legitimate answer.
Yeah.
And there you are.
Okay. Absolutely. Yes. Don't be impulsive. So that's the lesson. Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Okay, Sachet, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
It was pleasure having you. Like I said, there's a lot that we need to discuss maybe in upcoming series. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for that.
It was pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
As always. Thank you.